Hi, I'm Jo Scott B. I'm a local artist living in Vancouver. I've spent the bulk of my art career in Vancouver being a heritage advocate for built heritage. I was accepted as an artist in residence to the Steveston, Georgia cannery, which is a national heritage site. I've been broadening the scope of the things that I do connected to heritage. So when I was at the cannery, I discovered all these wonderful pieces of machinery that came from all diverse places in the world and were adapted to the canning industry. So that tweaked my interest. I realized that, I could use my art to advocate in a different way. My life took a different turn and I stopped spending as much time in Vancouver. But now that I'm back again, I was really looking for another mechanical project of some sort. And somebody suggested that I should approach the Maritime Museum. I managed to get a meeting with David Jordan. And as soon as he took me into the engine room, I was hooked. It's just an amazing place. So I spent several months just drawing there. When I ended up with this collection of drawings, I realized that I really did want to do some paintings because it had inspired me to get the general public to see the details that are in there. So I'm not a mechanical engineer. I'm not an expert on engines. I come at it purely from an artistic point of view. So the exhibition really is my impressions, an artist's impression of the engine. So I've always been intrigued by the shapes and the sheer size of what these machines do. So especially the locomotives, they relate very well to the diesel engine in the St. Roch. As soon as I began to look at it, it wasn't at all what I expected because I've never been in a diesel engine room before. So, these huge cylinders and the enormous bolts holding it all down, and then all the wires and all the details and cogs. And I just was mesmerized by it all. And then I went home and I was trying to think of a name for the exhibition. But I didn't think very long because into my head popped the heartbeat of a vessel. Because it's a throbbing live thing when on a voyage. It is a lifeline for people. It supplies heat, light, protection from the elements. This vessel was iced in up north 2 years. But it survived, right? So the engine has a big part to play in that. So for me, it just popped out, and I've just thought of it that way ever since. Now, I am very excited to show in the gallery. I love the gallery anyway. It's a wonderful space. And I'm curious. I'm curious to see people's reaction to the work. I have a friend who sat down in front of one of my pieces for about 15 minutes looking at it, and really involved in it. And I thought, well, that's great, because that's what I'm hoping it will do for other people as well. Surrounding this exhibition will be artifacts that actually come from the engine room, photographs from the archives, and support material in that sense, because it's important that visitors and young people understand the value of these things. If we lose them all, we're erasing history, which is a great tragedy. I'm very grateful to the Maritime Museum for allowing me access, for the warmth and generosity of staff in juggling me around visitors and getting me in for long enough periods for me to actually settle into doing a drawing, because it's not a matter of just going down. People ask me, why didn't I take photographs? And I said, well, but that's the whole point of going is to do drawings from real life.